Oh, let me check. Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm live doing my thing. God damn. It gets in my way every time. Every freaking time. Alright, let's get the track up. What's up here? What the fuck is going on? What the hell is going on? I have enough jewels for a gift. Damn, bro. Dumbrew? How do I pronounce your name? Dumbrew? Damn, bro. Is that French? Is that French? Hope you're having a good day too, pal. Thanks, man. I'm getting ready right now to set up to film some content. Something I noticed is that there's not a lot of playthroughs for the song Push It. So I'm going to do a high quality playthrough, both audio and visual of I think today we're going to try 4 Degrees and Push It. We're going to start off with Push It. And I wanted to take you guys live to show you a bit behind the scenes on how I do this crap. And, you know, at simultaneously, we'll kind of get a little bit of a rig rundown for you as well. And I'll plug you guys into my sound system when I go to start recording. As a matter of fact, we're going to try to do the first live take of Push It live right here on the app. So we got a couple things we need to square away before then, but glad that you guys are coming on in, hanging out. If you have any questions, please, this is the time to throw them out. My name's Damien, bro. I just mushed them again. Nice, Damien. Good stuff. My brother's name is Damien. I am not in a band anymore. I was in a band I was in bands, touring bands for many, many years, up until 2020, when COVID happened. And then we all kind of, you know, there was lockdown. So the band I was in wasn't able to play. So I started live streaming to save myself, because I started to go through a depression because there was nowhere to play. And now this is what I got going on nowadays is I live stream Tool music and do playthroughs, and I specialize on Tool guitar and the guitar workings of Adam Jones. And this is my live stream area. We're set up to film right now, so it looks a little differently, and I'll actually tell you exactly what we got going on. So back here, we've got a Sony A7 IV on a tripod, capturing the wide angle of what we're doing. And if you guys saw my last 3 playthrough videos, I just did one for H, 46 and 2, and Vicarious. If you saw those 3, this is going to look similar. We're going to have a little bit more color in this one. We're going to have red up in the back corner. I'll show you how we're doing all of that stuff. So over here, we're going to go with a 2 camera angle setup, and we got the Sony A7 IV over here with a 28 to 70 millimeter lens on it, and that thing cranks. That's awesome. Down here, getting more of a close-up and like upward angle of the guitar playing and whatnot, is a Sony A7 III, and that's firing up into the corner. I'll take you guys off this tripod here in a second and show you kind of what that angle is looking like. What's here? My name is Dan. Yeah, what you got going on, Pop? You always kill it every single time, man. Seeing you play Tempest the other day left my jaw on the floor. Damien, thank you. And I'm gonna do a playthrough for that song too. What's cool about my playthroughs is they're not edited. It's just it's a live cut. So everything you hear is all the imperfections. It's kind of the stuff I love about it. And you know, with Tool music, it's always like you're always looking for the most accurate way to play these songs, which is it's like a constant practice. Excuse me. Constant practice. So you're probably asking yourself, what's up with these clouds? What's up with these sheets hanging up? I've got a negative fill drop cloth going on here, and that kind of is going to be sucking light from one side. This helps us achieve that cinematic look. This is just kind of blocking any ambient light that's coming, and then I put it on the white side so any bounce would shine on the front of the guitar. It's not really facing the subject where I'll be standing right there. Then we got a Neewer tube up in the back. That'll be backlighting me and helping get a nice little glow around the subject. And then we've got this another Neewer tube up here projecting red in the back. That's just going to give us a nice accent color for the video. And then this is a Neewer, just a Neewer LED spot. We got that set to 3200. Same with the tube light over here set to 3200. That way I can manipulate the white balance in the camera and give it more of that look that I'm going for. What else? So, and then from there, I'll show you guys. From there, and can I flip this? Right. The angle we're going to be really looking at from here, I'll show you on this. The angle we're going to be seeing on this is kind of that jobby right there. Let's get that in focus. Fucking, there you go. So you capture your one angle there. Got really good exposure up in this place. And then we've got this angle here, which I'm a huge fan of. And then I just blend the two together. We're going to get the live take of the song, and then I just blend them together. So you can see how this back tube puts that kind of back glow on you. And that's what you want. And when you edit that after the fact, it looks real nice. It looks real nice. Of course, we got our pedal board fully stocked, ready to rock. The Gibson Les Paul, the Adam Jones version. Coffee. All my tones are brought to you by Fractal Audio Axe FX Mark II. No plugins, none of that crap going on here. And then this is the rig that controls all of my tracks and everything. I run everything through a DAW. All my tracks, my guitar, vocal, and synthesizer up here, and then all of the backing tracks that I need. And I just mix accordingly and send them out. I got some monitors here for me to monitor when I'm playing when I don't want to have my in-ears, but we are running an in-ears set up here for more accurate playability. The 4-channel takes in, this is coming from my amp. This is coming. That's what's nice about the Fractal. You have the line outs, the direct lined out right out of the back of the Fractal, so you get crystal clear audio coming from that. And then you got the microphone in. 4-channel Behringer. This is actually an upgrade for me. I did most of my streaming for years with just the 2-channel Behringer, but that started to get weird on me. I think it just bugged out, so I ended up upgrading to a 4. And then we got the headphone amp. Now this is just sending my signal that's coming at my finished signal. So everything's done up here, up in this bank, and then that sound gets sent back down to here and then out from here into this headphone amplifier. And this just allows me to send the same feed to 4 different paths and have independent volume control on that. It also helps me boost the volume in areas that I don't. Yo, what up, Blade? Let me fix your thing here. No, it says remove it. He's a managing moderator, so I don't understand. Oh, I think I added you and Pinky already, right? Ahead of time. So you should have your full mod status stuff back there, Blade. So yeah, and then you get like 4 independent volumes, and you can boost those. You definitely pour some blood, sweat, and tears into this setup. This is amazing. Yeah, oh, for sure. And then I wanted to always also incorporate it as a live show. So like obviously we've got this stuff set up. This is normally isn't set up here. This is just for the filming purposes. But the whole light rig and truss, you know, this is kind of like your own corner stage of a venue. You know, I've got everything pretty dialed out. When I bought this house and I was demoing this basement, I saw this whole setup ahead of time in my head, and I just over time acquired all of these pieces. I got a lot of this stuff in like the trash. You know, some guy was throwing this out. These truss pieces. So I started my production company off by actually finding lights in the trash, like people's discarded stuff that they put out on the street. They don't know what they have. And then I started acquiring over the years DMX fixtures. You know, we got 10 DMX fixtures, part of this whole system. And these help me give it that live show feel. And then down here, it's over here for the shooting, but you have a fog machine. Now, a fog machine is going to help accentuate all of the colors and everything we got going on in the live and during the filming. So it's going to add, it's going to maximize what we're getting out of these colors. So it's really great when you have the mover lights. Any of these style lights that have individual bulbs. This guy is really cool because he's got powerful beams. So when the smoke is in here, you really see those beams, and it really ties the room together. Obviously, we're all on a nice utility rug. We putting up black backdrop on against the wall to soak in that. And this also helps with lighting purposes. Negative fill. Negative fill is always good when you're trying to go for cinematic stuff, and it soaks up light, so you don't have a lot of bounce. It's another reason why I painted the whole ceiling black down here before I started the full renovation, is because I have no light bounce off of this. I control the light down here, which is very, very important when you're trying to maximize quality here. This fan sits right above the head where I'm standing, and this is great if you wear wigs constantly in your lives, because this is keeping you cool and saving you from overheating. So complete, you know, we got this place rigged out. I constantly hit my head on this and this. That's why this yellow thing is here. Normally you can't walk past this area. I usually have a table here that's running my stream setup, which will be live tonight for a Tuesdays for Tool live on both TikTok and YouTube. So I hope you guys can join in. Your ceiling looks exactly like mine. Yes, sir. This house was built in 1960, so we've got the good stuff going on here. That's real good construction there. All right, so now that we do that, I'm gonna plug you guys into the system. We're gonna warm up a little bit with Push It, and we're gonna try to get a live take with it. And I'm gonna take you guys on for the ride. So stand by. I wanted to park you. I'm gonna have my I wanted to park you back here so you could kind of see the process. Well, let's see how far forward I can take you. My cable still. We want you to see. I hit my head on this up fucking again. I don't know if everybody knows how annoying it is to just continually hit your head on the same thing over and over again. It's one of those things you start cursing yourself out. You're like, how stupid am I? Can I listen to this all day? I've only studied instrument side of things. Stage production is an entirely different monster. Yeah, totally fun monster. Now, you should be able to hear me through the microphone now. One thing, too, is that what I did yesterday was I completely had to take my saddle apart. This whole thing. I was having some tuning issues. I had to do some stuff to it. So that was fun. So I've been noticing some people say that. So I use my tone knob for certain parts on here on Adam, where I think people were saying he uses his neck pickup, but I think it sounds more low end than switching up to the neck pickup, to be completely honest. So I'm going to do my playthrough the way I do it with the tone knob, which is I'm going to show you that here in a second. So I'm going to do a playthrough of Push It. And the beginning of Push It, the guitar tone is super cool, but it's also unique in the sense of the song where it's totally muffled. You know, it sounds like the tone knob is completely ripped out of it. These ceilings, my ceilings are 8 foot. It's 8 foot to this first beam, and then you got like probably another 10 inches, or no, what was it? 6, no, 2, 4, 10. Yeah, 10. It's 2 by 10. Yeah, it's nice. Ooh, she sounds good. That's what I like to hear. A nice in-tune guitar. It's like one of my biggest things, man. It's just like being in tune. And it's like the guitar is like a super hard instrument to have in tune, especially through the whole entire length of a song. That's why these playthroughs are real interesting to do, because it's like, you know, you're praying that you're going to stay in tune the whole time. Thanks, Blind Straight. Thank you, guys. All right, so back to what I was saying with the intro to Push It. So intro to Push It with my tone knobs in their regular position. What is that? What's up, Baxter? What happened there? While we practice, I'm going to put this up. Please don't fall. Thanks, Jones. That's what that is. Thank you, bud. All right, we gotta make an adjustment. Making an adjustment. Now I can see what you're saying. Thank you so much for the gift, bud. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So let's talk about Push It. Push It without your tone knob manipulated, right? So volume at about halfway. This is what it sounds like without the tone knob. So
So obviously that doesn't sound right? It's just a little bit off. So I think some people were saying neck pickup. He does it on the neck pickup. So I want to hear how it sounds on the neck pickup. It was a little cold down here, so we're gonna let this guitar warm up a little bit here. Neck pickup. Yeah, I'm left-handed today. Now, although that sounds closer to what it is, it loses the gain edge. It makes it sound a little bit more bluesy. We're more in bluesy. So what I like to do, and I'm not sure what he's doing in all reality, but what I like to do is just pull this tone knob all the way back. That way I don't lose the gain, but I still get that warm, coated sound. Right? Now from here he engages the effects, and then we're back into it. But when the verse vocal rolls in, he rolls the tone knob back in, backs his volume off real good, and then we're into the verse. So check that out in real time. Yeah, Steve, right? A little bit. Now this verse he does volume swells, which are real fun. Swells while bending that note up to make that eerie feeling. I keep the effects on. I do the swells while I bend the note up, kind of like this. I'll hit the note, fade out, hit the note while the volume's off, fade it in, fade it, hit the note, fade it in as you bend. We're back into the next verse, blah, 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 blah. It's starting to feel good. So what I want to try to do is try to capture one live take right here on while we're live on YouTube. I got a couple things we're gonna just iron out real quick. We're gonna make sure our audio going into our main camera capturing the take is all good, and we're gonna get loose on this thing. Hope you guys are ready. I'm gonna sound test with bottom on the camera, so you're gonna hear that a couple times. But hang with me. We're gonna do a live take of this. I'll try to yell so you can hear what I'm doing. Right now, I'm queuing up bottom to play to test the audio on my other camera. But first, I'm gonna grab my headphones so I can monitor. I grabbed my headphones. Now I'm going to monitor this camera. We're going to hit play to test the volume now, sending the volume signal that I'm sending to the camera. Volume for you guys would be normal. This is the backing track I use for bottom.
Passion is broken now. The wounds he wrote it now. Desire is broken now. It makes me feel I've laid on my knees and burning prophets and moans of you and set my head on fire. Smell my soul is burning.
My bad. My bad. So here's back to what I was saying. The trials and tribulations of being a live streamer is this. It's like, if you guys noticed, as I've been panning my camera around for you, I'm doing this all canyon, Canyon. That's funny. That's funny. We're doing this all by myself, so we're trying to control the haze. We're trying to control the cameras. I've got two cameras running. We got the A7 III over here catching the upward angle of the guitar. We got the A7 IV, which is the camera that you saw me working on with the audio, capturing the wide plus the audio. So the only editing that goes into my videos is the blending of the two cameras. As far as the take, it's done 100% live. So, yay. So what we're going to do is now I'm letting the smoke kind of fill the area a little bit. I'm going to hit record on both of these cameras, and we're going to try to get the live take that I would like to do for Push It as my next playthrough. So we're going to just rip that with you guys. Hit the like button, guys. Please hit that subscribe button. If you like guitar players, if you like streamers or people that put their heart and soul into something, I'm right here. I'm right here, and I wanted to bring you guys in to show you kind of an inside look of how I make this video content. I wish it was easier, but at the same time, I don't wish it was easier because I like doing all the work. All right, let's go. What do you demand? I want our money, so it's mine. Now give it. Is he ever going to shut up and give me his money? No, Canyon. What pedals do I have? Great question. So what we're running is Boss Equalizer, Super Chorus, and Flanger, as well as their Chromatic Tuner. We got a VP Ernie Ball Jr. wah pedal. I've got a Boss Giga Delay. We got a Boss Line Selector, an MXR Carbon Copy, an MXR Talk Box, and then we got a 10-band EQ from MXR. Also, the MXR Carbon Copy Delay, which is one of my favorite delays that we got going on here. Now, next, we're going to hit this. I got audio set, got this set. I think we're good. All right, let me check you guys. All right, one more pump of the smoke. One more pump of the smoke. All right, you're welcome. All right, we're going to hit record on the A7. We're going to hit record over here. Let me get in two. Do that while I have the guitars done. Really, to line up this, and I don't see this in the camera, right? Yeah, I think we're good there. Pull up the Push It backing track. Yes, it is the Adam Jones. All right, backing tracks in. One more push of this. We're going to hit record. Rolling camera one. As I predicted, something was forgotten. Need a card. I'm rolling. All right, we're going to do it. Like I said, this is a behind the scenes look into how we make content. So if you're expecting it to be fast and in your face, nope. This is literally behind the scenes. This is what I do for hours on end down here. Just to pump out killer content. Who wants killer content? All right, rolling. And I got to remember I'm being filmed. So we're rolling, we're rolling. Let's try it again. So because I use a program called Moises and I pull the guitars out, I have to be on point with timing, and I was a little slow coming into that intro. my camera died. So you see the these are the trials and tribulations of doing everything by yourself. John obviously didn't get the memo. Thanks for proving us wrong, John. 9 billion. You just did me a favor. 9 billion people in the world. Guess who's gone? Now I have 8,999,999,999 other people that might add some value into this world. Goodbye, John. They make it easy for you. Blade, we need to come up with a code word. So when I say that code word, you let's go. Code word means go. Take out the garbage. That's what I'm going to say. Blade, take out the garbage. Does that work? Does that work? Rolling two. Now I have 26, John. What's your point? Peace. Well, I had three major flubs in that song, so that take isn't gonna make the cut. But at the very least, I wanted to do one for you guys behind the scenes, kind of walk you through. If you just joined the stream, my bad. You didn't get to see the intro and how we set everything up and what we got going on. Let me cut these cameras real quick. Cut. But all in all, that was a really good practice. I'm good and warmed up, so I'm gonna cut you guys, and I'm gonna get back into focus mode and nail this stuff over. I'm gonna try to do this playthrough today. For you guys, and 4 Degrees. So I'm going to try to get both of those songs recorded, so you got some stuff to check out. More content coming up soon. Everybody that subscribes, man, thank you guys for helping us out. Thank you for the live gifts and the super chat gifts and all that good shit. You guys, hearts are huge. Sorry about the trolls and the people that come in. You flubbed so YouTube wouldn't think you're research. Yeah, no. Usually I can get away with playing for about an hour and a half before they start hitting me with the copyright stuff. So I didn't think that they were going to come into this stream at all. So there we go. Today I learned to never try. I've known that since I was 27. You're 30, so you're 3 years after me. I learned that at 27 in a casino of all places. Anyway, you guys have been great. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope to see you. We're going to be going live tonight for Tuesday is for Tool. So I'll see you on the YouTube or the TikTok later on this evening around 8:30. Have a great night, y'all.